thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. He brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. This defense for the Broncos, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Fights through him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Hey, let's go Wednesday.
They'll go again with Genty.
He shouldn't even got that.
The first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 63 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
There we go, Sonora. Tuesday.
Genty will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They're on 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Hey, Sean, let's go! Ready? Ready? Time! Captain, 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 captain. Olay, olay, olay! Olay!
To throw is Nix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The Broncos at 5-4 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard. And they played well in all 3 phases of the game. I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46.
10 at the 46-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. The 20, 5, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Gino going to hand it to Genty. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator. Because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit for facing the #1 rushing.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Second down and 8. Here's Harvey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Bombers.
Throwing Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Nix. They'll roll him out right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now it's Nix. And he is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. To throw, here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
14. Raiders 13.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive if they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Finding space at the 40.
Irritated about that because I cannot change the fucking defense. Rotate the goddamn defense. I already know what he's trying to do.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch.
Pass coverage.
He joins a growing band.
Focus on the pass coverage. We already know what he's trying to do.
Down, it's Genty. Oh, some strong running. And
Low.
he's tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Once again, it's Genty. Get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Up the middle, it's Genty. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are once again back in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hold on, son. Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Kill, 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 kill.
Here's Nix. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Nix to the air. Setting up a screen for Harvey. He's across midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the air with Nix. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
and we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's his 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Nix. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Bombers.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
There we go.
They'll start on the ground with Ginty. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 132 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. The run straight ahead with Ginty. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the give, Ginty. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
A give out of the gun to Ginty. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
At the 17-yard line.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
390%. 13 next.
He's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll go play action with Nix. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw, Smith. That's caught by Tucker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a handoff to Jeanty. Oh, good move. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At their 48-yard line.
They'll go again with Jeanty. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First down, here's White. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Gino. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Geno Smith, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Bombers.
Looking to throw. Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Denver Broncos.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Ready. Hey, motion.
Back to throw. Nix escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Denver.
A run here with Harvey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he stopped immediately there.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Ready. Away.
Looking to throw. Nix. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready. Captain. Bombers.
Back to throw. Nix. And this one complete again to Mims.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nix going to give to Harvey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Oh, my son.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Nix from the shotgun. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Looks good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Broncos 24.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
No ball, no ball.
Play action. It's Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 78 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Ready. 180. Behind. Captain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A short throw to Ingram. 20. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they're
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Max Crosby In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw. Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a 2nd and 6. Smith going to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 3rd down, here's Genty. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. That's caught by Addison. Here comes 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix gets it underneath. Here's Harvey. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Nix. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And he'll get up and spike it with 11 seconds remaining. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And this is back down to a 7-point game. These kickers now it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Las Vegas, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.